Hello and welcome back to Alephium Assemble episode number 6. I'm joined with Carla. Carla, how are you doing today?
Hi, Pepper. Hi, everyone. Welcome in this new episode. I'm good, thanks. Even though I've been fighting a sore throat since yesterday, but it's perfect timing, like every time, because I'm heading to the Netherlands tonight for the weekend. So before I was thinking it will be holiday, but finally maybe I will not visit, but just I'm planning to switch off a little bit, rest, try to recover. So hopefully by Monday I'm back to full health.
Very nice. Well, I hope you have a great trip.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm okay. My kittens are a bit sick, so I've just been, playing cat dad and trying to keep them healthy. But on the Alephium front, very good, very busy, doing lots of X Spaces, podcasts, AMAs, all this kind of stuff. So very, very busy. But less about me. I actually have some breaking news about Alephium. So I'm going to cut over to our core dev, Mr. Hongchao. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hello, Alephium Assemble viewers. I'm joined here by core dev Hongchao, and he's going to give us a bit more insight into where we're at with the core dApp as we prepare for testnet. Hongchao, first, what's the latest with the core dApp? Where are you?
So hello everybody. So pretty much we have pretty much finished with the smart contracts, which includes the staking, the CLMM DEX and CPMM DEX. We have a functional SDK that we can use to sort of integrate with all of them. We also have developed a basic front end and the backend required to support it. We've been basically eating our own dog food by using the SDK in both the front end and back end. That's pretty much where we are right now.
Awesome. That's impressive. You must be a bit excited. Like we've just announced with the article and a couple of Twitter announcements, the road to core dApp Testnet. So we're getting pretty close. We haven't released a date yet, but we are getting close. You've been working solidly on this for months. So how do you feel?
Yeah, it feels great to basically share our work with the community, and the most important is to sort of get feedbacks from the community as well. And I think it'll make it easier for basically dApps or users to try it out, to try the integration, because there will be something like tangible now if it's released to testnet, so we can have something to integrate with. So I think that will be pretty exciting.
That is exciting. I know there's still a bit more to do before you reach testnet. So, like, what are the final kind of challenges that you need to solve before testnet goes live?
I think we have finished, the bulk of the work. But I guess devil is it's in the details, and they're saying that last 20% of the project takes like 80% of the time. So I guess we will take time to like polish a lot of the small details. Yes. And that being said, we probably won't be able to have time to develop the great UI basically at the same level as our wallets. For that, we probably will do it between testnet and mainnet, I think.
Awesome. Now, recently I published interviews with you and also with Mika, but there's much more people, or way more people, working on the core dApp. Perhaps you could tell the community who are all the devs who have been working on the core dApp, so we can give them all a little round of applause.
It's actually pretty much everybody at this point. I think we can give a lot of credit to Pawel, who is the main developer behind the CLMM DEX, and Chen is part of the effort, Smoochen, Mika, Ilias, Thomas, and basically everybody at this point. Yeah.
Awesome. That's brilliant. Yeah, great job to everyone on the dev side. I've seen a little sneak peek and it's looking very cool. So I'm excited. Now, testnet really is about feedback for you and the team. So what kind of outcomes do you hope to get?
Yeah, as you said, basically the feedbacks for pretty much everything, like the contracts, the SDK, the UI, the flow. We would appreciate the bug reports, like if you integrate with the contracts, if you have any pain points, that would be nice to know. But I think from that point on, development should be much more transparent and iterative, because we will be able to see them in kind of real time. Yeah.
That's it. We're going to go back to the studio. Thank you very much, Hongchao, for your time. Good luck.
Thank you, Pepper.
And we're back. Oh, well, thank you, Hongchao, for telling us a lot more about the road to core dApp Testnet. By now, you will have seen the article. It's live. You can go and learn more about what's going on, or the build on the road to testnet. Let me first tell you the running order of this Alephium Assemble episode. I'm going to tell you more, give you a bit of a recap of the road to core dApp Testnet. Carla is going to do an ecosystem review. Carla has her Alephium Explained section. We have a special guest to introduce, and I want to give a shout out to some very special community members to wrap things up. And I also have some bad news to share, some unfortunate news, but I'll save that right to the end. Let's keep the positivity to a maximum. I am also joined by a special guest. My kitten is climbing on me. Let's continue with the episode. So first of all, the core dApp road to testnet. So as you saw, we launched this article and a live roadmap dashboard, so everyone can see very transparently what's going on. This whole phase 2 has been a critical transition from phase 1, which was all about making the blockchain as good as it could be, into aligned economics and adding more productive utility to ALF. So it's about creating a catalyst, being a catalyst for the strategic future of Alephium, and that CLMM DEX coming soon to testnet, so people can come in, find any issues, find any bugs, and get rewarded for doing so. The launch date will be announced soon, but in the meantime, you can go and check out that article. It recaps everything. It will tell you what's been done already, and I'll tell you some of those things. Some of the core contracts, or most of the core contracts, as Hongchao explained, are successfully implemented. They're fully functional and pretty much ready to go, and they've done that using the Ralph contract language, which is very cool, and I personally am looking forward to trying that out. There will also be staking composability. That's something that they've designed so that all of the dApps within the ecosystem can integrate ALF staking into their own platforms, which is going to be really good and again create more utility across the whole ecosystem. A lot of the technical integration is already done. The SDK's been built, the back end and front end have been connected for the core functions like pools and swapping and staking and stuff like that. So that gets us another bit closer to testnet, and all of this has been done on Alephium's very strong, ultra secure layer 1, which is battle tested and just very robust and with high performance thanks to the Danube upgrade. So that's kind of the main things. Now at the end of the article, we tell you about our live roadmap. This dashboard has been launched. You can go to the website alephium.org/roadmap, and you can see we'll update in real time the things that we are working on for the core dApp. It was really important to the team to improve transparency in this process. The devs have been super hard at work, coding away in their caves, doing what they do best, and that doesn't always translate to the community, who really want to be in the dark with them. So we're hoping that will help you guys out and understand the milestones that we need to complete to get to testnet and then eventually to mainnet. and breathe. Carla, you can take the reins now and tell us what has been going on in the Alephium ecosystem.
Sure. Thank you so much for all this great news, and kudos to all the team of Alephium. I'm really proud to work with these amazing people working on this code app and on this protocol. So, all right, now let's take a look of what's been happening across the Alephium ecosystem, because a lot of things is doing by the team, but a lot of things are doing by our ecosystem and our community member and our builders, of course. So first, big news, Alf is now listed on Exolix, which makes it even easier for users to swap in and out of Alf across multiple networks. Great for accessibility, especially for newcomers. We were also listed on swapzone.io, another multi-chain on-ramp to get hold of Alf. Now, ecosystem projects have been extremely active. We Mine delivered most 2 mining rewards on Swissborg, and they are clearly building momentum. They also launched their mining pass pre-sale and completed their testnet, meaning mainnet is getting very close. On the DeFi side, huge news. Alephium announced a full transition to renewed team with fresh energy and a long-term plan for Alephium. So that's really amazing news. And the XX Alf pool just hit another epoch of bribes, 55,000 X this time, so the incentives keep growing. It's so cool to see that. Lynx Labs shipped several updates to a completely refreshed Lynx dApp Testnet dashboard, new earn and borrow pools, UI improvement, bug fixes, and continued support for their upcoming cross-chain integrations. They have also been advising Alephium during their transition, which is great to see, real collaboration between ecosystem team. I'm really happy to see that. And No Trust Verify released its October report with updated network metrics and improvement to their Aave Monitor extension. And Aura also shared that they are getting very close to launch as well. So I'm just waiting for Aura because I'm a big fan of prediction markets. So yeah, overall ecosystem momentum is still rising week after week across DeFi, mining, tooling, the core development also. So it's honestly one of the most active period we have seen. Between I think because the market is not really good this time, but we are still here and we are still building, so it's great news. The Alephium ecosystem still live, and you don't need to be worried about that.
When the market dips and things get bearish, that's when the builders really get to work. We saw that in crypto winter. That was when some of the best developments that we're using right now were built. I want to also say thanks to Exolix because they hosted me on X-Space today that went very well, and they're a very friendly team, very welcome addition to the ecosystem, and they are being listed on Alfland as we speak. I'm also really excited for Aura. That's really cool. I want to use prediction markets with my Alf too. And I want to give a final shout out on the ecosystem stuff to CVPad. We've been part of this CVPad fusion marketing campaign, and we've seen a lot of new people and new faces come into the ecosystem via CVPad. So thanks for inviting us onto that campaign. It's been fun. Now, usually at this point of the show, we'd cut in Radko, and he would give you an update about the Alephium Guard and Squires and all things happening there. But he's deep redesigning the structure because he wants to focus on some special missions and more exciting plays and just keep it fresh. So instead of Radko, I have one of our most prolific community members and our Nigeria lead. today I am joined by Tony. Tony is our Alephium Guard member, and he's also a community lead for Nigeria. He's one of the most well-known figures in the Alephium Guard. He's a very good content creator and a very helpful member of the community. So, Tony, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine. Thank you, Big Pepper, for this opportunity. Thank you to the Alephium team. I'm happy to be here.
I'm very happy to have you here too. Now, I'd love to know, how did you get into Web3 in the first place?
Okay, so in a nutshell, I have always wanted to experience life by myself, not being controlled or, working under someone else, the freedom basically, like it resonated with me, and I understood that I could come into the space with my skill set and make the most of it. So I've been enjoying the ride, and I don't regret, being here, contributing to this space.
Brilliant, yeah, and we're happy to have you here too. So, how did you actually find Alephium and the Squires and Guards project?
For the longest time, I've been contributing to a lot of projects, but I have always been someone who prefers long-term sustainable projects, where I could come in, contribute for the long term. And starting off with my content creation, I just happened to, come across Alephium, and I looked at it and said, okay, maybe this is my home, this is where I'm meant to be. So I just pitched myself, and I'm happy Rako, suggested the program for me, and again, I've not regretted it up till now. So thank you.
What kind of content do you like creating? What's your favorite stuff to get stuck into?
That will feel like a partial answer, but I think anything that just gives me joy, like I said, at the core of it, I don't see myself, contributing to anything that's not permanent, So I'm here building, happy to, communicate with core team members or community members as a whole, but I just want to be part of something that is long term, that is permanent, and gives real world use cases.
What is your plan for Alephium Nigeria?
Okay, so I'm taking more of a roadmap I've seen other creators from my demographic use, and I think I put up a tweet where I mentioned I don't just want Alephium Nigeria to be filled with consumers. I want creators like myself. I know there are talents in Nigeria who could come and contribute to Alephium. So I want to, try and bring those people in, be it content creators or content writers, but I want it to, let them bring out their best and push Alephium globally, especially in this country. So yeah, that's my overall plan. Just raw talents being exposed.
So thank you very much, Tony, for jumping in. Really appreciate this, and I hope to speak to you again soon. Good luck with all your content creation, all your initiatives, and with the Alephium Nigeria community.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate this opportunity.
And we're back. Thank you so much, Tony, for giving up your time to tell us about your work with Alephium, your content creation, and your relationship with all of the things that you do and your ideologies. Very cool. Thank you also for being a community lead. This is part of what Carla's been working on to find new ecosystem leads, community leads, around the world and spread the Alephium message. Now, Carla, I believe we are going to do a Alephium Explained segment. What are we going to learn about today?
So today we are going through three concepts you see a lot in DeFi, and it's not like it's related with Alephium because we have announced a few months ago that we are gonna have our CLMM DEX. But I understand like lots of people don't understand the difference between AMM DEX, CLMM DEX, and perp DEXs. So I just wanted to explain what the difference is technically, but also, simplify, vulgarize for people that are not technical enough and just want to understand what we have announced a few months ago. So let's deep dive into that. Imagine DeFi has three different kind of markets. The first one is the AMM. It means automated market maker. It's a classic liquidity pool design that, for example, Uniswap introduced. Technically, it uses a simple mathematic formula that I will not give it to you, but it's just meaning the pool always keep balance between the two tokens. It's like, okay, I want to do like an explanation, like simplify. It's like a small village market where two merchants agree to always keep their goods balanced. If someone buys all the apple, both prices adjust automatically to restore balance. It's great, but the liquidity is spread everywhere, even in price that nobody use. Then came the CLMM. So it means concentrated liquidity market maker. So instead of spreading liquidity from 0 to infinity, liquidity provider choose a price range where they want to provide liquidity. It's like moving all the apples to the exact place in the market where everyone is buying. So trades are faster, cheaper, and more efficient. Technically, it means capital efficiency is way higher, slippage is lower, and LPs earn more fees. And this is exactly what Alephium's core dApp is building towards. And finally, we have the perp DEXs, perpetual futures. So this is totally different world. You are not swapping token, you are trading synthetic contract that mimic the price of an asset with leverage and funding rates. It's like betting on whether the apple price will go up or down without actually buying or selling the apples. So technically, perps use virtual liquidity and price oracle instead of automated market maker pool. So in short, you have these three things: the AMM, simple swap, liquidity everywhere; the CLMM, concentrated liquidity, way more efficient; and the perp DEX, no swap, it's leveraged trading on synthetics markets. So three tools, three different purposes.
Thank you, Carla. I think that was very clear. Yeah, I feel like I'm up to speed on the different types of DEXs. I hope you viewers are too. And it makes sense. It seems like it really makes sense to build the CLMM DEX versus the other two. That's going to be very useful. I can't wait. Now, I would like to shout out a segment of our community that don't get enough credit. Now, in the past, we've talked about the squires, we've talked about the guards, we've talked about the DAO. We've never paid homage to our wonderful moderators. So I want to say a big thank you to all of our community moderators who keep the discussion going, who answer so many questions every day, and who are really alpha maxis who care deeply about this project. There are some really, really good moderators. We may in the future be looking for more moderators too, because the community is growing. We want to reach more points, but the existing team of moderators do a fantastic job across Telegram and Discord. And I was gonna say Reddit, but this leads me on to the bad news that I mentioned at the start. For some reason, Reddit did a purge and accidentally banned a lot of subreddits. And unfortunately, Alephium was one of them. So currently, our subreddit is down, and it is not that easy to get back. Reddit are not very cooperative. If you know someone at Reddit, please send them a strongly worded email on behalf of Alephium to reinstate our account. Even more unfortunate byproduct of the subreddit getting banned is that the mods got banned too, and that's very unfair because they've been working on those accounts and have very high karma for many years. So they were collateral damage in a accidental purge, and we've been seeing across Reddit that loads of subreddits got taken down for poorly explained reasons. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we are working very hard to try and get it back, and if we can't, then we'll likely just have to start again from fresh. And who knows, sometimes fresh starts are a good thing. To end on a more positive point, we will be back again in 2 weeks. Carla and I, we do this episode every 2 weeks. We love it. We look forward to it. We learn from it. We get to reflect, and we get to have a high-level overview of everything going on at Alephium. And you know, just yesterday, we're recording this on Thursday, 20th November, so just yesterday we announced this road to testnet, and it's exciting times here. Everybody's working on lots of very important cogs in the overall machine to get us one step closer every day. So, Carla, how are you feeling after all of that, looking at all of the Alephium news and ecosystem?
Yeah, I'm really happy. I can't wait. Really, I think it will be a really amazing time to have, you know, this momentum that we're trying to create around DeFi. I'm really happy from all the builders that they are working really hard to still building in this hard time, this hard market. So no, really happy. Really happy to also have now this live roadmap, as you say, because the transparency is a key. Also, for everyone who talk French and want to talk with me, I'm trying to do every day, generally like the Monday, Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday and Thursday. I'm present in our Telegram French chat. I'm answering all the questions about Alephium, about where we are now, and all the French question around crypto. So feel free, if you speak French, to send a message. And then if you don't speak French, you can still use the Alephium Telegram like main chat, and our wonderful moderators will answer you. And if they need like team answer, they will reach out, so we will answer you.
Awesome. Well, Carla, have a great time in the Netherlands. Have a great trip, and we'll see you soon. Yeah. And to everybody watching, you know what to do. Go follow us across all of social media. I think the easiest way is linktree.com/Alephium, because you can find all of the links, all of our social media, docs, information, everything is there. So go to there and you'll find it. So thank you again, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.